Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Good morning. Excellent. Everything seems to be working. Hello. It's been a while. So this past weekend, delicious coffee. This past weekend, I decided to do my yearly trip down to Warhammer World in Nottingham for their store anniversary. And where is this? This will be the third time I've gone now, and it's always fun to go. And as you can probably tell, I've not made a video for a while. At least I hope you can tell, if you've watched some of my other stuff. And that's because I was feeling burned out from 40k in general. I had some stuff going on in December in the real world, and that combined with everything else that had been going on and how I'd been feeling, kind of put a dampener on things. The videos and all the rest of it, I felt were becoming very samey. Working on the Death Company. So anyway, a bit like a couple going through a difficult time, some a trip away, and some well, I'll show you in a bit what I've bought. The equivalent of a couple having a kid or something when they're struggling, is kind of what I've done, and it's worked. I am incredibly invigorated to start hobbying again. I actually have a one-day RTT tournament coming up in about 2 weeks. I think it is the 17th or something, that I'm looking forward to. I also have some really cool stuff that I will try and show off. I don't know how I'm going to do it because it's big. If you do follow me on Twitter, you'll know what it is. If not, you'll have to wait. So this is Warhammer World. This is their diorama book, and this is where I try and go for the store anniversary. This might be the last time I go for a while, at least anyway, because I've kind of seen it all, and I don't really get to join in with the activities that they've got around the place. I kind of had a look and watched. It was kind of cool to see the YouTubers. There was a bunch of YouTubers there. Vanguard Tactics, I recognized. What's his name? Stephen Box. He was there with all those guys from Vanguard Tactics. And then, was it Tabletop Titans? It was funny. I was asking for stock for one of the items that I was looking to buy, and I went up to who I thought were employees, and I said, "Excuse me, can you tell me if this is in?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't work here. We're content creators." And I was like, "Whoops." So apologies to them. Again, this is just the book that shows you off lots of the dioramas that they had. Unfortunately, again, I haven't upgraded my camera. My camera holder, so I don't know how well this is coming through, but it was super cool. These dioramas are all cool. Maybe if I am feeling very pro-like, I will splice in some photographs and things that I took of the big board. There's the Battle of Angelus Prime, I think it is. Huge board. That's the one that you've got to find the assassin, the famous Find the Assassin board. Yeah, so that was cool. I spent a lot of time in Bugman's Bar, I'll be honest. I think I was, we'd walk around, me and my missus, walk around for, this was my favourite diorama, actually, this one. This is awesome. Orktown, I believe it's called. Reminds me of Black Hawk Down. I don't know. No, that's not going to show up, is it? That's annoying. But, yeah, so you've got the Valkyrie and the Astra Militarum or whatever they're called spilling out, and the rescue trucks coming in. Very cool. I love that one. And the Catch and Jungle Fighters. Yeah, so spent a lot of time in Bugman's. Good food. Their burgers were huge. Their chips were excellent. I will say their coffee is not as good as mine. And what else was there? So I'm very excited, in case you can't tell. You know, you go away to these things for a couple of days, and you get totally invigorated. I'm ready, raring to go. I'm looking forward to trying getting all my stuff out and doing some hobbying. So what else was there? So there was a couple of like partners, I guess is what they would call them. Displate was there, you know, the metal posters, which I'll show you later on, although I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to fit it under this light. I need to sort that out. I really do. Yeah, so Displate was there, as was the stackable plexiglass boxes, you know, the clear boxes. I forget the company's name, that's annoying. But they've got some new products coming out, which is good, like, going to be handy, put it that way. Well, I'll get into that later. And then I bought these things. So this was the new Biosigns Terminated commemorative series. I didn't buy the other one. There was an Age of Sigmar model. The pose looked very cool. I thought maybe I could pinch the arms and use it for Blood Angels or something. But I'll be honest, I'm trying not to just buy things for the sake of it. But this thing, holy crap, that's awesome. Shall we have a look at it? I haven't actually opened it yet. There was a guy in the queue that I was talking to about this, and he said he collects Tyranids, but he's never actually painted a Gene Stealer. And I realized I've never painted a Gene Stealer, but then I don't collect Tyranids. Does look very cool though, doesn't it? It's very alien-esque, the black carapace there and whatnot. I imagine it's not going to be too hard. Should we have a look? Oh, I'm going to wreck the box, aren't I? Yep, there we go. That's because it's got a little sticker on it. That's okay. I don't buy these things to sit on the shelf, even if I've still got some of them on the shelf. There we go. The Terminator carapace there, the armor. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Mine will be painted Ultramarines, of course. And may get used for basing material for something. Wow, what could that possibly be? I'm going to put it on its base, but we'll see. So yeah, that's cool. Then I got this. This is for another project that I'm possibly going to be working on this month. The Lieutenant Titus conversion. I've got this guy, and I've also got a box of Intercessors around here somewhere that I bought. I want to do that recreation of the very famous clip from the video game Space Marine 2, where Titus is holding the banner, and you know you got the squad of the second company out in front. So I'm going to see if I can do that this month. Oh, I don't want to put the price. Bloody hell, 26 quid for a miniature. Yeah. So yeah, you can't get this in normal stores, or you can order it, but they don't generally sell them in the regular stores. So it was nice seeing that one. This was the last one on the shelf, so I was quite chuffed to get that. What else have we got before I get into the big stuff? Right. Oh, the freebies. Shall I show you the freebies? I can't remember what came first, so we got some free dice for spending money. Is it free if you've spent money? I think it's free. I know a lot of people say, oh, they're not free because you have to, you have to spend money to get it, but it's still free, isn't it, really? I looked these up on eBay because I have a couple of these sets now, and they seem to be going for like 20 quid. So I can maybe, try and get some money back. Ah, come on. Oh well. They're just silver dice. Are they as cool as the gold ones? I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's how we do that. Look like they've got like battle damage or something there, but I'm assuming that's in the manufacturing way. Oh, they're funky. They're a lot cooler than I thought they were going to be. I was kind of disappointed when I first saw that they weren't the, We're getting lots of 1s and 6s there, aren't we, for a second? Yeah, they weren't the golden ones, but to be honest, the silver ones are pretty cool. And I have a ton of these. I've got, wow, a lot. Then we got a dice cup. Now, I wasn't that excited about the dice cup at first, but after seeing it, it's actually really nice. It's been put together really well. Nice felt on the inside. And again, these are going on eBay for like about 20 to 30 pounds. So that's nice. Maybe I'll try and do a, what was that, a channel giveaway or something. Let's see. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping one of these though, because I like that. That's real. It feels nice. It feels really leathery, and I'm a bit of a sucker for leather items. All my iPhones and iPads are all covered in this stuff. So, and then again, I'm going to struggle with this thing. This is a gaming mat. I really need a new camera holder. So this is double-sided. It's about the size of, they say for like Combat Patrol or something. That's nice, isn't it? So you got this like foresty one. I guess this is for the Age of Sigmar Kill Team game. I forget what that's called. If you know what it is, you can put it in a comment below. What is it called? Warcry? Is it Warcry? I think it's Warcry. Anyway, I think that's the Warcry one. And then on the other side is your, you know, Astro Granite City Rubble. But again, like, it's nice. It feels really nice. It's thick, squidgy. And again, I've got quite a few of these. So they're going on eBay. I might keep 4 of them or something for like a normal game. I'll have to figure out, although I'm not sure, like, you see that? I'm not sure how you can fit multiple together like that. Maybe you can find a way. I'll have to look into it and see if I can put them down, because they do feel good. And I've been wanting like a foresty one. It's just a shame that they've got this, all these little circle things all over them. The forest one. I would have liked it blank, I think, but maybe that's part of the game. I don't know. So that was the freebies. What else have we got? Okay, this thing's cool. This is my display. Again, apologies for the zoom. Maybe I can zoom out a little bit, see what that looks like. Oh, you're going to see my desk. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah. So this was exclusive to Warhammer World, although I believe they were saying that it's going to be brought out to the general public later on. Let me just try and move that distance. As you can tell, it is the Horus and the Emperor and poor old Sanguinius on the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit. It does look very cool. They had a lot of cool posters there that I was... Oh, it's textured. I didn't realize it was textured. They had a lot of cool posters there that I was tempted to buy. They had a really cool bolt gun one from the video game Bolt Gun. Let's open this up, shall we? And I was tempted to get that, but they said that they just brought it to show. It wasn't actually available to buy, which I thought was a bit weird. But the bolt gun one looked really good, as did the John Blanche Templar. I can't remember what they're called. The Black Templars? Is that right? Black Templars. You see what I mean? I've been kind of out of the hobby for a little while, and I'm forgetting everything. Dark Templars, I think it's Black Templars. The Imperial Fist guys. And his artwork looked really nice. It was really cool actually speaking to the guy, because it was actually the head honcho that was there. the guy behind Displate. Sorry, here we go. And I was asking him, I was like, so, you know, are you anything to do with the selection process behind these things? And he says, yes, he's the one that does it. So I actually asked for, I was like, listen, there's an artwork I've been dying to get for a while that no one sells, that Games Workshop doesn't sell, and it's the Minkalesque. You know Minkalesque? The book series by Justin D. Hill. If you don't know who he is, he's pretty active on social media. It's nice, isn't it, this display? I really like it. The only issue with it, and the reason why I didn't actually buy it until day 2, is because obviously this is cut off. So like up here would be his, you know, chain fist arm, and it's missing. Why? I don't know. I should have asked them, I suppose. They were talking about doing bigger ones, or split it into 3, so you'd have 3 posters for the full artwork. Emperor looks amazing, and this is textured as well, so it's really nice. I'm happy I bought it. I've wanted this artwork for so long, officially. I know you can, I think I made a video where I bought one from Etsy, and it just looked a bit naff. And I got the poster you can buy on eBay that came out years and years ago in some white dwarf that also kind of looks a bit naff. The main issue is that Warhammer Art, when they brought this out, I think there was only 150 or 500 of them. That's for all the artworks on warhammerart.com. And once they sell out, they don't remake them. They're limited edition. And this one sold out nearly 20 years ago. So it's really cool that the Display are bringing it back. So I will be probably upgrading this when they bring out a bigger one. But this is really cool. I like it. I should show you the Minkalesque artwork I'm talking about if you don't recognize it. Ugh. Ugh. Right, let me zoom back in because you don't want to see my messy table. Let me get my book. Okay, so this is the Minkalesque artwork that I would like Displate to, let's zoom back at it again, screw it, that I would like Displate to make. I think it's great. I think they'd sell a lot if they used this one. It's super cool with the purple eyes and everything. The younger Minkalesque, because all the ones that they bring out now, she is older in the novel series, I get it. But that one looks great. I think it looks cool. I'd have that on my wall in my, with all my other artworks, the hobby area. Right, so that's all that stuff out of the way. Onto the, onto the main event, I suppose. Zoom in a bit. Which is, well, like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, at 4McCragg on Twitter, then you'll have already seen this. But this was what I got. So, Fabricator General has decreed that your army may deploy the might of a warlord titan. Tremble, foes of mankind, for the might of the Omnissiah is upon you. Thought for the day. Victory needs no explanation. Defeat allows none. Warlord Titan number 2267. I can't believe, this has been out for, I don't know when the Warlord Titan came out, but it's at least over 10 years. You go on YouTube, and there's videos dating back 8-9 years. So it's about a decade old, and there's only been 2,000 odd sold. Obviously there'll be some more. Nice little, what's it called? Plasticard or whatever it's called, certificate. So that's going to be cool. I'll get that framed, or I've got some ideas what I'm going to do for the case. So yeah, I bought a Warlord Titan. Like I said, it's kind of the equivalent of a couple going through a rough time and they decide to have a kid to try and save their marriage or something. It's about the size of a child, that's for sure. It's going to be cheaper than a child. So yeah, it's going to be cool. I am really looking forward to building this. I wish I could show you the big stack of boxes. Maybe I'll take a picture and splice it in here. Last year when I went down, I actually bought this. This is the Mars Beta Warlord Titan head. I thought this was a diorama. And so I bought this last year thinking it was a diorama, and it's not. It's literally just a Warlord head. So I kind of had to buy the rest of it, didn't I, really? What choice did I have? You know, I'd already bought a piece of it, so I kind of had to get the rest. Should we have a look at this? Because this is, I might be able to have a look at this. Here we go. Chunks of resin. I do like this one. Like when I bought this, I had no idea really what the other Titan heads looked like. I just got it because it was like a Warhammer World exclusive, and I was all excited about being down. But this one definitely looks, in my opinion, the best. Kind of Cylon from what's it called? Battlestar Galactica style. But you can already tell the size of this thing is going to be. Yeah. So, here's an issue that I've actually ran into already, which I've been doing some searches trying to solve it. In that my chosen Legio for this Titan is going to be Legio Praesagius, which is based in Ultramar. So it'll go with my Ultramarines. On the planet of, or the moon of Gantz, which orbits a planet called Konar, named after Gilliman's father, his stepfather. But they don't make transfers. You would think a Pegasus would be fairly common, but they don't make it. So I'm trying to track down someone that has got the ability to make transfers, and we'll see. Failing that, I may commission somebody to at least put a Pegasus on this thing. I think that could be kind of cool. Maybe Den of an Imagination or something. I always see them advertised. So, yeah. Warlord Titan. And then the weapons. I was tempted to go all out for the weapons and just buy like one of each. But in the end, I decided, listen, I know which ones I want. I know which ones I think are going to look awesome on it. And I don't want to just have, you know, make my life harder by having like, how many? I mean, it would be 2 shoulder-mounted weapons, so 4 shoulder-mounted weapons in total, all the different arm options and things. Some people might get a kick out of doing that. I just want the damn thing built. So I've gone for the Bellicose Volcano Cannon on one arm. Legio Praesagius, their thing is like long-ranged fire. That's their speciality, I guess is what you could call it. So I've gone for the Volcano Cannon on one arm, and I was going to go double Volcano Cannon. But in the end, I decided that's a bit dull. So I went for the Volcano Cannon and the Sun Fury Plasma. Sun Fury Plasma Gun. Cannon, whatever it's called. Let me have a look at this. And then on the shoulders, I found a bit harder. I was tempted to buy multiple. Ooh, that's a lot of cleaning up. It's furry. Yeah, the shoulder mounts, I was tempted to go for both, because apparently it's very easy to just slot in and out. But in the end, I decided, no, I want to be sort of lore friendly, and get the one that kind of speaks the most to me. So I went with the, what's it called? Laser blasters, which is the big guns that sit on the back of the thing. So yeah, that's the weapon loadout I will be going for. volcano cannon, Sun Fury plasma, and the twin laser blasters. I am surrounded by crap right now. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's the laser blasters. So Morris Patton, Warlord Titan laser blaster. We actually almost had an issue in that when I was down there, the fella that I was speaking with, the guy that I was trying to say, hey, listen, I want to buy one Warlord Titan, please. He went away and he came back with all the bits, and then I left it behind the counter rather than buying it outright, like straight away. This thing's going to be a monster. Look at that. You know, and then I went away, and when it was time to actually pay for the thing, he'd gone off, maybe he was on a break or something, and there was a girl there who was on the till, and she was like, oh, wait a minute, no, that's, you know, this is not the right parts, you haven't got the right stuff. So he had given me, like, bits for some other Titan, I'm guessing like a smaller variant of the weapons. So thank God she was there and she knew what she was doing, because if I brought that home, I was trying to work out when I would have like figured out what it was, you know, what had gone wrong. And so I would have probably taken it home, I would have cleaned it, you know, cut all the bits off and whatnot. I probably would have washed it, and when it would have come to assembling, I think that's maybe when I would have noticed that it was maybe slightly too small, and I'd have gone, or who knows, maybe I would have done the whole build and realized there's a lot of flash in there. Look at that. There's a bit of cleanup. Although, to be honest, listen, if you haven't seen my oh God, what's my tank called that I bought? Astraeus. I bought an Astraeus. That was my big purchase last year when I went to Warhammer World. And to date, it's the biggest model that I've built. A lot of this stuff, like I know some people really care about it. You go and watch, I don't know, who's the big YouTubers that do Warlord Titans? There's a whole bunch of them out there anyway. And they care about this stuff. I don't so much. I might see what I can do. But to be honest, you'll never notice this at a distance. You might notice it in photos and things. But that one is pretty bad though, isn't it, though? There. It doesn't take much to get it. You just rub it away, or you can put in some green stuff and it'll be fine. I had it on my Astraeus is kind of what I was getting. That was my point. And I just hit it. I hit it with paint, and my Astraeus looks great, I think. There's some more there, isn't there? That line. There's been slight slipping there. I don't know where that sits. I guess that is it that way, and then the guns sit on there. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we can see a picture. Let's show you a picture, shall we? Yeah, that's what that's going to look like. And there's 2 of these things, and they just sit on the Titan's top. Huge! Look at the size of them. So that's how I'm going to have mine. I'll have the Bellicose volcano cannon on this side, and on this side, I'll have the other weapon. This bad boy. Yeah, the Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator. Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator. That is a heck of a name. Should be able to, there's a picture. So let's put you away. Yeah. So yeah, you got to go for a plasma, don't you? Really, you got to have a plasma on there. That's gonna be fun because it's basically got like 4 coils, 1, 2, 3, 4, and painting plasma coils. If you can pull it off and you make it look great, plasma coils are awesome. And something this size shouldn't be too difficult. Not even. I mean, what I generally do for plasma coils is I use contrast paints, but I guess maybe I'll push the boat out for a little bit for this guy. Yeah, so looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to getting this put together. We're getting one out. Ugh. There we go. Even got plasma coils on the inside, so I'm guessing, yeah, there's going to be a gap in the middle that you'll be able to look in and see. There's the other Warlord Titan head. I don't know which version that is. Not a big fan of this one, I'll be honest. Although I think, you know, some people might like it. Who knows? Oh, and there's the other shoulder weapons. They look cool. The Apocalypse launchers. What I didn't know, I only found this out last night, is each missile is actually individually sculpted, so you can, like, you know, take out a whole bunch and put some in. You can have some sticking out launching. That's pretty cool. I do like that. I just think that the laser blasters look better. I mean, you don't buy one of these for how it performs on the tabletop, do you? Because the only time you're ever going to use this is like a exhibition game or something, you know? So you buy what looks cool, which is why I didn't really bother buying all the different weapon options. So I just realized, am I messing parts up? Don't want to do that. Definitely not. We got to put that back in properly. Getting ahead of myself. And then there's like another 2 boxes for the actual body itself. For this monster, absolute monster of a, what is this thing? Whew. Look at the size of whatever that is. I think that must be the volcano cannon, eh? Yeah, because that's going to be the shoulder joint. Everyone pins through there, and they use brass rods and all this kind of stuff, where they put magnets in here. I'm not doing any of that. I might do I'll probably pin it, because holy crap, this thing's going to be, you know, that's going to be a lot heavy to put all that weight on that one joint. So I think having a brass rod, at least, I mean, ideally you'd want to go through rather than up and down. But yeah, so Warlord Titan has been bought. I'm messing all my parts up, aren't I? What is that? That is the Titan laser blaster box. I'll sort that out later. I can do that. So, what I'm hoping, if I can figure out a way to make this camera better, I suppose, I mean, I can bring it up a bit, that I will make some videos on the process of building and painting this fella. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a big Imperial Knight. Now, Imperial Knights are, they're still quite challenging to build, to paint, sorry. But effectively, the plan is you leave all the armor off, all the armor panels. You spray the underskeleton, the exoskeleton, I don't know what you'd call it, the skeleton of the Titan, black. Then you'd follow up with silver. You know, blast it with metallic silver paint. Cover it in Null oil. You know, then maybe dry brush again with some silver or something. You know, it's just a big Imperial Knight at the end of the day. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink these things. You can't go wrong, really, with a Warlord. The only thing that I've got a little bit of pause about is the pose. You can make it look a bit static, you know? There's no movement here. There's no kind of visual interest in the pose, other than the fact that it is a Warlord Titan. So I'm hoping to do some things like twisting the body, twisting the head. What I generally do is I have the body painted in one, the torso pointing in one direction, the legs going in a different direction, and then the head, and normally it's the right weapon, looking in the same direction as the legs, with the body going the other way and the other arm maybe pointing. You know, you just add some visual interest. The real question is, what do I do about the base? It doesn't, obviously, it doesn't come with a base. Most people make their own bases. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet. There's some interesting things you can do with a base, because obviously if you have one, then you know, you can add bits to it. You can put like ruined buildings, or you can have the Titan stomping on a vehicle or something. A lot of people do that. So I'm undecided if I'm gonna bother doing that, or I might just try and pose the legs further apart, and that will be how I balance the weight of everything. I also have another idea that inside the this bit, the top carapace, that lifts off, and you've got this huge space inside. If I had the full instructions around, I'd show you. But it's very easy to get there, and that's how everyone does like LED lights. So for the head, you can put like LEDs in there, which is going to be quite simple. I may do that. I haven't decided yet, because the inside of the actual head is, what do you call it? It's like sculpted. So you've got like, this is the inside section. You got the seats, and you've got the princeps who sits in there, and his moderati, which sit in the front. So that's cool having that inside there. And obviously, if you were going to put LEDs, this is all just wasted stuff. So it's kind of like a coin toss about which do I want to do? Do I want to have LEDs for the head, or do I want to have the painted interior? I tell you what, I would genuinely be interested, if anyone's made it this far into the video, what you think is cooler. Would it be LEDs for the actual Titan, or being able to see inside the cockpit? Because this thing just lifts off, you see. I don't know, maybe you could do both. Maybe you could like have the wires at the top and through there. And then, you know, you'd obviously drill out the eye socket. I'm not sure. I don't know. It might be possible to do both. Who knows? But what I'm getting to is that my plan is to put a speaker inside it. Back in the day, that would have been a little bit harder. You would have literally had to wire in speakers and all the rest of it. But the thing is that technology has moved on quite far these days with like wireless speakers, wireless Bluetooth speakers. So I'm just thinking, get a really, really good wireless speaker and just stick it inside. You know, have the carapace lift in and out so I can take it out for charging. Stick it in there, and then you can use your phone or whatever to connect to it and play, you know, the war horn sounds, or, you know, that theme music from Pacific Rim. Anything, really. You can pump battle sounds through it. I think that could be really cool. So, yes, I think I will call that there. Had a great time at Warhammer World. A lot of cool stuff. I'm raring to go. I'm not sure what I will do first. I should probably fire on with the Warlord. I don't want to leave it in boxes. I want to crack on and get that done. But I also want to do Titus, because we're in March for Macragge right now, which is the yearly celebration of all things blue and Ultramarines. I'd like to do something for that, but at the same point, I don't want to have the Warlord sitting around, you know, waiting for the ideal time, because the ideal time is now. Strike while the iron is hot. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again. Sorry that I kind of stopped making these. I don't know how this is going to be received. I don't know if the fact that I've left such a big gap in the channel, if whether or not YouTube is going to even promote this, or how YouTube is going to react to me putting out another video. I guess we'll see. I don't make these videos really for wanting to have a big audience or anything. I do it just because, as you can probably tell, that I've been rambling on for 40 minutes. You want to talk about this stuff, and if you don't have anyone around to really listen, then it's good to be able to just make a, you know, audio diary almost of what you've been doing and what your plans are. That's kind of what I want to do. So even if I don't get any audience, I think I'll be fine. But hopefully some people are enjoying this kind of stuff. I know people will definitely enjoy watching a Warlord Titan come together. I'm sure there's going to be some trials and you know, blood, sweat and tears will go into it. So yeah, come and join me for that, and we'll see how we do. So step one, I think what I'm going to do is wash all the parts for the skeleton. We'll do the skeleton first, then I'll do the weapons, and then finally the head. I think symbolically the head is going to be last. That's going to be the last thing I do with the two shields on there. Yes, so thank you very much for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you shortly. Bye guys.